so bizarre. Nordist! Nordist! This is the worst possible timing. I was just about to raid out. Okay, welcome in, raiders! Shandy Lures, Nordist, hello. How's it going? How was your stream? Nordist. Well, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. This is the second time tonight that I've been like, okay, that's great, we're wrapping up stream, and then somebody raids in and like, okay, well, guess I'm drawing another thing now. Okay, I drew another thing. Time to leave. Oh, and it's another raid. Oh, no. Anyway, how's it going? You have been denied an ending. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. But we are probably going to raid into True Briskin as soon as they have. Oh yeah, Briskin hasn't finished setting up, and it's fine. As soon as Briskin finishes setting up their stream, we are raiding them. Anyway, Nordist, how was your stream? What did you work on? How are things? This is indeed going to be interesting. Briskin, I got you some more viewers. How's everything? How's everyone in chat? I drew books. Octopi. Can I see them? I would love to see your octopi, octopos, whatevers. Oh, yes, the ad. From earlier, yes. ClickTuck is saying that because there are more people, we should run another ad break. I think that's a fine thing to do to take up some more time. So, today's stream is brought to you by Snurp Brothers Cisportation Services Incorporated LLC, picking things up and putting them back down in the exact same place since 1957. Use the promo code HUBRIS at the checkout, and they'll pick up your stuff 2 additional times for no additional cost. If you need some things picked up and then put back down into the exact same place, check out our sponsors, Snurp Brothers Cisportation. And now, back to our regularly scheduled... Yes, thank you for that segue, Shandy Lures. I am making... Dopcom Creatures. Dopcom Creatures is a early 2000s style virtual pet retro website thing. This is Dopcom Creatures. And if you, yes, conveniently placed Segway, gets on my conveniently placed Segway and rolls down the street and then hits a sidewalk wrong and falls off my Segway. But anyway, you can raise little creatures. Like this dragon here in my Studio of Excessive Unity. Or actually, let's get a real .com. This is a staging instance. Here are some pets that I have. It's a little guy indeed. So, in Dopcom Creatures, I should just like make a trailer or something that I can show when somebody asks me what Dopcom is. Yeah, so you can, actually, yes. I'm getting ready for you to talk a lot. Where were we? Creature, image, scenes, yes. Let's see if that, okay, so. You arrive at, in fact, let me pull up the... You have arrived at a land shrouded in mystery, a relic of a bygone age, yet brimming with untapped potential. Establish your magic, raise your familiars, and seek out the secrets of these realms. And then if you go here to create an account, perhaps you can make a home here, among the mysteries of this quiet land for yourself and the creatures you keep. Bring a few eggs and some pocket change, take up residence in one of the many vacant buildings, and see if you can get anything to hatch. Butterfly, dragon, lobster, and dog. Close, that's actually a cat. A mural of 4 creatures welcomes you to the town square. All of these are known to be common and easy to care for. Any of these would make a fine first-time pet. the 4 elements. There's actually 12 elements. Oh, yes. There's a bonk command. people can bonk me. That's a thing. You can also just type !bonk and get something else. But apparently people really like throwing anvils at me today. Oh, somebody typed bonk creature. I want to see if that works. Where was the... oh, you spelled creature wrong. There we go. Yes! I do art streams here every Thursday night where I work on, well, primarily .com creatures. And so, we are currently... So, what I have been working on lately is two things. One is adding new furniture. So, like you can see here, we've got dragon guy, spicy noodle, who's got 3 lava lamps and a torch and a little figurine in the room. Or if you go over here to the mystical cabin, we've got all sorts of nifty things decorating the furniture. This is a sea serpent that grew from an egg as part of the April Fool's event. We've got egg creatures, eggs. But anyway, there are currently 6 species of pets. There are 4 from the mural, and then there's the lump-style animals, which are, let me just find... yeah, some of these guys, which can grow into a variety of forms depending on what element you put at them. There's a lot of forms for this. And then we've got... other things such as cats, fairies, dragons, and some sort of crab-style animal. What's the Yippee Wahoo creature? Oh, that was... it's a lump-style animal with a clown nose, saying Yippee Wahoo because of reasons. From the Fluffball page? Oh, yeah. They got... Oh, yeah, I have a whole evolution line for all of these. All of these have whole evolution lines. Some of them just aren't drawn out. In fact, let me see if I can find... Here we go. Here is a diagram, not a diagram, but here are, okay, not all of these creatures are in the game yet. Ignore these creatures, they're not real yet, but they will be soon. Same with these over here. But we have 6 species here. We have the lump-style animal, which you get from a small egg that hatches into this, which hatches into this. It's kind of spoilers, but yes, who cares? We got green eggs for dragons, blue eggs for cats, red eggs for these lobster crab guys, yellow eggs for fairies, and normal eggs for normal creatures. Very normal, only the normalest of creatures. So you can incubate eggs and hatch them into things, and then you can feed your pets every day, and then give them charms to make them develop affinities to the various elements, and then when they grow up, you can release them into the wild to get essences that you can use to do a summoning ritual and get more eggs. That's the basic gameplay loop. You can also decorate their rooms with furniture like we've been showing. And there's a variety of other cool stuff you can do. So, that's .com Creatures. It's currently in open beta, and the next registration window will be in June. So if you're interested in being a playtester for the next round of beta for .com Creatures, stop back in June at some point. We also have a Discord where you can find more information about Briskin? Is Briskin live yet? Let me check. We're just stalling until Briskin is. Okay, Briskin is just chatting. Briskin is going to be doing a stream tonight where they rate all Generation 3 Pokemon based on which one would be the best children's entertainer. So, let's go. Blinkist Bonk in the future. That would be a good idea. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. I mean, if you're following Nordist, if you came here from a Nordist raid, you probably like Pokemon. There's a lot of Pokemon fans in the chat. So, you have an answer. Oh, yes, I am sure Briskin would be interested in hearing that. /raid Drew Briskin. So, let's go over to the just chatting screen. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much to Drift Into Madness and Nordist for the raids. Thank you to all of my regulars for hanging out. Especially Xeeble, who showed off some really cool art that they were working on. Yeah, like half of my chat originally came from Nordist raids. So, go say hi to Briskin and talk to them about Gen 3 Pokemon and children's entertainers so that I can get some rest and or get some work done. Have a good night, everybody, but I'll be back here next Thursday for more of the same at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So, I hope to see some of you.
All right then, welcome Raiders. Thank you Epi and thank you Nordis for the raid. I really appreciate it. All right, how is everyone doing tonight? I am doing pretty damn good tonight. Epi, you had an incredible stream. I really do appreciate the raid. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, tonight oh, my audio is a little quiet. Is this a little better? All right then, and thank you Brespawn for the follow. I really do appreciate that, guys. Oh my god. All right, sorry, I never had an audience this bit before. I'm just getting a little used to it. All right then. So tonight, guys, I'm doing a little something different than I usually do. Thank you, Shandy Lewis, for the follow. I appreciate that as well. Oh my god, we're getting 2 8-bud follows in a row. Oh my god, those are supposed to be really rare. Okay, perfect. I'll just go ahead and just increase my mic volume a little bit more then. 8-bud is beautiful. He really is. I miss 8-bud so much. And thank you, Click Subscribers, for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh my god, we might actually reach our goal for reaching 50 followers tonight. I'm gonna freak out if that happens. Oh my god. But no, so tonight we are of course doing our Pokemon tier list video. We're starting off with, of course, if I can go over to my little thing here. Perfect. We're starting off with which Gen 3 Pokemon are going to be the best children's entertainers. No, this is children's entertainers as in like the child is having a birthday party and the parents invite hire a clown or a magician or someone like that to come and do tricks and entertain the kids while you're there. Hello, Strawberry. Hello, my love. How you doing, girl? How you guys doing? But no, so I think we're gonna go and start off with one of my favorite Pokemon in this generation, Ludicolo. Ludicolo is probably my third favorite Pokemon from this generation. Oh my god, he's a Mamba dancer. He wears a sombrero. He has really good water attacks. I think he's a massive hit with the kids personally. Ludicolo is easy top tier. Agreed. He is easy top tier. He's dancing, he's boogieing with the kids. The parents absolutely love him. He was super cheap too in my thing. Yeah, he gets water everywhere, but like it's a birthday party. You're expecting the kids to get wet. You just bring them out onto a pool party and we're Gucci, right? He's absolutely Gucci. Just bring the kids into the swimsuits, put them down a water slide, do it at one of their friends who has a pool, and we're perfect. Oh yeah, and Rain Dance. I don't know about Leech Seed though. Leech Seed is a little, I mean, But no, he has like solar beam for light shows. He could do leaf storm to bring leaves everywhere. He has surf as well, so he just go into the pool, dance with the kids in the pool. For the first combination between Sutaro Side, they really hit out of the park. Oh, definitely, they absolutely hit out of the park. Ludicolo, I love him so much. Solar beam in the fair enough. It would take a minute, but that anticipation would only increase the enjoyment, in my opinion. That's how I would feel. It would only increase the enjoyment of it. So absolutely. So he just goes in the pool with the kids. The kids are riding around in this little sombrero hat too. If like they're like 4 or 5 years old, he just goes in there and just motorboats all across the pool. Or even you have it like at a pool. You can even have it at a water park. Probably you just rent out that water park and just bring Ludicolo, and he's just having fun with the kids on every single water slide. Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. All right then. Now let's move on to another one of my favorite Pokemon. Just so you guys know, we're only doing the evolved Pokemon. If I did literally every single Gen 3 Pokemon, this would probably take all night. It's like not my favorite Luton's not my favorite Gen 3 water or grass, so I'm a bit biased. Yeah, fair enough. I am a bit biased too, because I love Ludicolo so much. I love Mirror B as well, and Mirror B uses 6 Ludicolos, so he's absolutely based for that. And I absolutely love him. But no, so we're gonna move on to my one of my other favorite water type Pokemon in this gen, Sharpedo. Sharpedo, I feel like the kids love him, but the parents don't. And the reason why the parents don't is because Sharpedo has no filter. Absolutely no filter around these kids. He's cussing, but he's cussing in a way that makes the kids laugh instead of like cursing them out for getting Kool-Aid or something on their shirt. Gen 3 is one of my favorite gens. I understand no evil's rule, but I must say that Mudkip would be cute. Mudkip would be cute, but I don't really see him as a children's entertainer. You know, maybe he's part of like he's part of Swamport's act. He brings like his whole little troop of Mudkips with him. Oh yeah, my first game was Emerald. My first game was Emerald as well. Invasive Sharpedo. Yeah, but no, Sharpedo would let the kids ride on his back, but he would go a little too fast for the parents to really feel safe around him. They would be constantly worried that he would just run too quickly into like the side of a wall or onto the shore or something, and the kids would go flying off. But Sharpedo knows what he's doing. He absolutely knows what he's doing. He has fun with the kids. He knows how to keep them safe. He knows how to go just fast enough to make them feel like they're in danger, but there's no actual danger there. Yeah, he's a little bit of a safety hazard. He knows that sometimes kids are gonna get a little hurt, but you know, a little cut, scrapes, and bruise aren't going to kill the kid, and it's probably gonna be fun. A little nice little memory for them, in my opinion. Sharpedo knows how to treat the kids. He absolutely knows how to treat the kids. The parents just freak out around him because he's a little wild. He's a little too unfiltered around the kids. Like my teacher once brought a machete just showing, oh my god! Like he brought one to school? That teacher sounds cool. Oh my god. I wish my teachers brought swords to school. All I remember is that my law teacher in high school, he he brought he had some tailbone surgery in the middle of our in the in the middle of our ninth grade year. So he got a special cane that was shaped like a sword, and he called it Excalibur. And he would brandish it if the kids were being rowdy. Oh my god, he was one of my favorite teachers as well. He was so fucking great. He was absolutely great. I miss Mr. Stillman so much. My math teacher last year just gave me hot chocolate cured. Do you at least have a Keurig kettle? Do you at least have a Keurig? It's kind of weird if they just gave you one and didn't, you know, you couldn't use them. I mean, are you supposed to just pour them into just milk itself? It's kind of weird. All right then. All right. I remember my fourth grade teacher pulled out a baseball bat at the beginning of the year and never pulled it out again. It was an intimidation tactic. It was a way to establish dominance. And speaking of dominance, I feel like Ageron would just do their job with no real issues. He's just there for the paycheck for the most part. He lets the kids climb on him, and for the most part he's okay with it, but like he gets really annoyed when the kids start being a little too grabby. they're on his bed trying to slide off it, and he's fine with that. But one kid just grabs onto his horns and just starts pulling him all over the place, absolutely all over the place. He also has a taints of fish, roaches, and metal bones, turtles, and a bunch of other cool things like the blowtorch. Or I guess how I know he has a blow. Please tell me he used it during class. And let this be. I don't know, it's chill that, but he definitely needs to be paid extra to be a good show. Definitely, if you tip him really well, he will fake that happiness and he won't care what the kids do. But if you just go hit for his normal, he in fact did. Oh my god, your teacher sounds so cool, Shandy. Your teacher sounds so cool. I wish I had those kinds of teachers in high school and middle school. I really wish I did. Because they sound really, really cool. But no, so Adron is absolutely fine with the kids just playing with them normally. And if you tip him really well, he will go above and beyond. But if you don't, he's just like, he will get annoyed. He won't say anything to the kids because he knows the kids are just being kids, but he will just kind of silently judge their parents for not raising their kids to be a bit more respectful of him. You know what I'm saying? He just hates brats. He doesn't mind kids. He doesn't mind parents who raise their kids to be a little respectful of him to mind his personal space. But there's other ones who just annoy the absolute shit out of him. You know? So as long as you only do what you're supposed to do, he's absolutely fine. And you just gotta tip him really well to go above and beyond. Now the parents thought they'd be good, but the kids are scared of them. I feel like this would be Mighty Anna. Mighty Anna, I feel like Adron would be better with teens or kids. Yeah, definitely. Adron would definitely be someone you would order for like a 13-year-old who wants to be a real man now, quote unquote. Adron defend his territory fiercely and will replant trees and stuff when there's damage. Yeah, he takes care of his area. He takes care of himself, but you don't want to mess with him too much or else he will start to get really aggressive. But no, so Mighty Anna, the Mighty Anna is the kind of entertainer you hire if you don't do a lot of research, in my opinion. So the parents are just Googling something for their child's like 8th birthday party or something like that, right? And they see Mighty Anna on like a Facebook ad place. They're like, oh look, there's a cute doggy. It's a cute doggy, we'll get the cute doggy and my kid Brayden, he's gonna love it. Him and his little friends are gonna love the doggy. And then he gets there and the kids are just terrified. He is a dark type. It's just his scowl, it's his vibes. The kids don't like him and they're absolutely scared of him. And it's not Mighty Anna's fault. It's not Mighty Anna's fault. He loves kids. He wants to be around them. He wants to be a good sport. He takes his time with them. But the kids are just not having it. They are not happy with it at all. It literally has Intimidate. Exactly. So it's not even Mighty Anna's fault. He just has Intimidate. All the kids are just scared of him. Just completely scared. And then there's the one golf kid. Yeah. The one or two golf kids are the ones who are just like, who can see past his mean looks. If you're a dog, something like that's surprise entertainment, I would be very shocked. Yeah, absolutely. Just the parents don't really pay attention to what their kids like. The kid was hoping to get like Metagross or Ludicolo at the birthday. No, they got Mighty Anna, and now they're scared, and now all their friends are scared, except for the one friend, of course, who can see past Mighty Anna's mean, intimidating scowl, and have a good time with them, and maybe the other kids will turn around with it once that one kid kind of breaks the ice with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's absolutely not Mighty Anna's fault. Mighty Anna just tries his best. He does what he does the best with what he has, with what the gods have given him. And unfortunately, most of the time, it just doesn't work out. He just has to kind of luck out with people giving him the benefit of the doubt. Everyone minus one to that one super nerd you suck that no effect the Mighty Anna. Absolutely, the psychic kids are just trying to just repel them, but he's a dark type. He hasn't, he's completely unaffected by their psychic type attacks. And then, alright then, actively hates the kids and ruins the party. I feel like this is Crawdont. Crawdont, absolute. Crawdon, I feel like, would show up to the party drunk. You know, he would show up absolutely blasted, blasted drunk. He was and just ruin the party for everyone. He'd show up in an Uber that was like really tired of him. He wouldn't tip the Uber, obviously. Crawdon is an asshole. We'll be fine in the water, sure. But there's no guarantee that there's gonna be water. And, you know, I feel like unlike Ludicolo, Crawdon can't make its own water. Crawdon is unable to make its own water. It has to have a source of water nearby in order to do like hydro pumping, even just water gun. But no, he shows up absolutely shit faced. He ruins the party because like he trips, or he tries to do like a magic trick, or he tries to do like some water tricks, but he's too drunk. He loses his balance. He crashes into the snack table, ruins the cake. He gets into an argument with the mom who ordered him, and he just like gets really pissy, and he flips the president's table, and then he storms off, and he just ruins the party. Absolutely, just ruins this poor kid's birthday party. And you know, it absolutely is Crawdon's fault. I mean, just look at him. You know, unlike Mighty Anna, Crawdon is what he is. He's a dark type, and he embraces that. He only does this because people keep hiring him for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they keep hiring Crawdon, even though they really shouldn't. You know, he has like 2.3 stars on Google reviews. You know, Jirachi would be a good entertainer. Yeah, absolutely. Jirachi is absolutely a massive hit with the kids as well. Jirachi would just make their ultimate wish come true. You want a pony for your birthday? Boom! Have a full Rapidash. Wish granted, kid. Oh, you want to fly as your birthday present? Boom! Now you're a flying type. You have wings. Crawdon and Center. Oh, I'm sorry for dissing Crawdon, but I'm sorry. Crawdon is absolutely the kind of Pokemon to just not give a shit whatsoever. He would just not give a shit. It would ruin that party for the kids. He would just absolutely. But Jirachi just, it's a wish granter. It's a cute, small, cuddly wish granter. So it should just do the entire party itself, basically. The presents it's got, the food it's got, the entertainment it's got. Oh, here's Jirachi using Doom Desire by accident. Oh god. It just goes up to the one edgy 14-year-old goth kid and is like, I want to die. And it being completely naive, it's like, wish granted, and just does Doom Desire on them, and suddenly everything's gone wrong. Might be like parents like depending on what the kids wish for. Yeah, I guess, but like I feel like the kid would be so happy with Jirachi that the parents wouldn't really care that much. The parents might be annoyed that, oh god, how the hell we're going to feed an entire pony? Jirachi's the epitome of confetti and glitter everywhere, which is why you only hire Jirachi if it's an outdoor birthday party. If it's ever indoor, you just gotta avoid bringing them inside. You just gotta put down that ground rule. I'd be 50 between the whole sleep for years. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, if you manage to book Jirachi, it would be a legendary birthday party. But Jirachi almost has no availability ever whatsoever. My load date would be is 20 feet 4 inches. Yeah, my load is pretty big. I feel like yeah, my logic would be the kids love them, parents don't, just because of how expensive my logic is. My logic is the kind of one you bring to like a traditional girly girl's birthday party, but because they're so huge and they take up so much space, you gotta rent out an entire venue. You can't just do a backyard birthday party with Myotic. You really can't. You have to rent out, like, you have to go to like a park or some other place that just like it's a venue. And she would be super expensive. She would be super expensive, like $500 an hour at least, something like that. Yeah, do like a beach birthday party, coral reef tours by the beach. But the kids would love her. She would make them feel like absolute royalty. Just like all these amazing water shows. Just like she would be dressing up with the kids. She'd be calling them exactly what they want to be called as well. only celebrities can afford them. No, I wouldn't say celebrities can't afford them. You know, occasionally Melodic will do free. I feel like Melodic would occasionally do free parties as like Make-A-Wish wishes. You know, I like to play devil's advocate for Regice. One specific kid from Oris provides a hint of how to obtain a Regigitas, so there's at least one kid that lights it. Anyone anyone can catch a Feebas, but not everyone can raise a Milotic. That's the thing, though. Not everyone can make that Feebas so beautiful that becomes Milotic. Oh my god. So, what about Sceptile? I feel like Sceptile is another one who the kids love them, but the parents don't. Yeah, they're being kind to trees. Yeah, Malage is absolutely kind. They are just so gentle, so understanding, so patient with the kids. Even the ones that are like a little grabby, grabbing the little antennae or their long hair or their tail. She just gently shoos them away. Tells them, "Hey, you can't do that, sweetie. That's my personal space. You have to respect that." And the kids would absolutely understand that. She'd be so gentle. She'd be such a good influence on the kids for that one day. But no, Sceptile is another one who kids love them, but the parents don't. Mostly because for the same reason that Sharpedo does. Sceptile would bring the kids on his back and do a lot of acrobatics with those kids on his back. He would be jumping between trees. He'd be doing a lot of bat flips. The perfect babysitter. Milotic would be the perfect babysitter. I'll get the Gardevoir in a little bit. I'll get the Gardevoir. I have an entire tier just for Gardevoir, I feel like. I'm still formulating my thoughts on Gardevoir a bit. Weather Trio, no one don't invite them to a party. Don't, just don't. Absolutely don't. No, Sceptile would take like 4 kids on his back, which would feel like would be too much for him, but he takes them on his back and just does this incredible acrobatics routine with the kids on his back. They're laughing, they're crying, they're screaming in joy, and he's just jumping between a bunch of trees. And the parents like, "What, Sceptile? What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't just take my kids and jump up a 30-foot tree. Sceptile, what are you doing?" And they would be absolutely panicking. And Sceptile wouldn't even clear this, I feel like. Doesn't work. I mean, no. Sceptile would figure out a way to jump like between the walls of a house or something like that. Sorry, take it. It's just my Kool-Aid right here. But no, Sceptile would just freak the parents out even more so than Sharpedo. Because Sharpedo would just Sceptile doesn't know his own strength. Sceptile would absolutely panic if he dropped the kid. If he drops a kid or two, and he would absolutely drop a kid. He'd save them. They wouldn't get hurt. He made sure they wouldn't get hurt. But he does this without the parents' permission, and they are just freaking the fuck out every single time. They are freaking the fuck out. All right then. Yeah, Sceptile's like 5'7". So, yeah, he could do it. He could do it. He could bring some like 4 or 5 year olds on his back and have a good time with them. But he does not clear the grabbing the kids before with the parents, and the parents absolutely hate him for this. Even though he's such a good entertainer, he has like 3 stars on it. He has like 3 stars on Google, which sucks, which means he gets like no income. But the few times he does, he goes above and beyond for those kids. Absolutely. He said nightmare parents with the dream kids. Exactly. He makes those parents freak the fuck out. Absolutely. Alright then. Who else would actively hate the kids though? I feel like no, Bennett would hate the kids. I mean, it's a discarded Pokemon doll. You know, it's Shuppet was a puppet that was discarded by a kid by its owner. But yeah, Bennett would just absolutely ruin that party. It would go there with the intention of ruining the party for the kids, in my opinion. He would go there with the intention of ruining that kid's birthday party. He would see, like, "Oh, hey, look, Roselia has a party. I'm going to steal her party invitation, just disguise myself as them, and ruin that kid's party." He would destroy the presents. He would intentionally ruin the cake. He'd freak the kids out. The parents wouldn't know what to do because they thought they were getting this cute little doll, and instead they got an absolute monster. An absolute monster. He wouldn't hurt the kids, but he would intentionally try to emotionally traumatize them, in my opinion. Just ruin that kid's birthday party and then dip. He wouldn't even need to get paid. He would just show up and ruin that kid's party. Full stop. All this is like petty revenge too. Oh no, I kind of like Bennett as well, but like he just hates kids. He just fucking despises kids whatsoever. And if they start crying, he makes fun of them. I feel like he would make fun of them for crying at like his cruel jokes and what in the mean things he's saying. That is absolutely what he's doing. But no, slack off, slack off. I feel like slack off. My favorite dress up. I know they do 100%, but that would just absolutely ruin that party. He would just absolutely ruin that party. I feel like slack off should be its own tier, just like sleeping the entire time. Yeah, yeah. This is what we're gonna do. Yeah, sleep. Oh shit. Add row above. There we go. Let's see now. Sleeps the entire time. Entire time, and lets the kids climb him. Yeah, this is absolutely slack off. Slack off just he shows up, he takes like a huge chunk of cake, eats it, and then immediately falls asleep. No, Potion Dead Sun, she's only good. My logic is pure. My logic is absolutely pure. And now Wailord, yeah, this is Wailord and slack off. These two eat just eat a lot of food. They aren't very expensive, but like the kids just love climbing over them, but they just sleeping the entire time. They aren't telling jokes, they aren't really doing much, they're just there, and the kids are just loving having like a unique jungle gym to climb. Waylon? I don't know about Waylon. Waylon might fit into this category. I feel like he's more active though. I feel like he just does the job without any real issues. He doesn't really care for the kids. The kids don't really care about him. But he's not asleep. He's still actively trying to do stuff. He's actively trying to do stuff. You know, he's playing on balls, he's giving kids rides, he's doing water and ice tricks. Oh yeah, definitely. Werlin would use Blizzard and Powdered Snow and just let the kids play in the snow. He would just do that and like and then just play snow and play like have a snowball fight with them. Build some snowmen with the kids. That's absolutely what Werlin would do. That's absolutely what he would do. Just make a nice little winter wonderland, but like he doesn't really care for it. This is just a job to him. He enjoys it well enough, but he prefers, you know, he kind of wishes he was doing other stuff. He wishes he was performing on like Broadway instead of being a children's entertainer. Werlin is the kind of Pokemon who would just kill it on opera or Broadway or anything like that. Even Metagross outsmarts him to be dangerous and then knows it so it doesn't move out of fear of having or hurting the tiny one-brain kids. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. No. Metagross, I feel like Metagross, I feel like Metagross should be its own tier as well. We're going to add another tier above it, above this one here, make that one blue. Let's see now. Is hired to be an hired to be edutainment. So Metagross is here. Metagross is hired to be like one of those fun science professors that you sometimes see at kids' birthday parties. You know, like a Bill Nye the Science Guy sort of person. But he's just boring. He's just super boring. He's very, very technical. He would do cool experiments, but like only cool if you're like deep into the science rabbit hole as it is. He would be talking about like, oh, we discovered potential life on another planet, and the kid's like, yeah, aliens. Like, no, we discovered hydrogen sulfates in the atmosphere of an exoplanet, and now we get to debate if whether or not this is a sign of life or this is just another, or there's just some other method that makes more sense. No, Metagross would not allow the kids to climb on him, I think. Some kids would try, but he would give them a stern look and say, no, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to explain science to you guys. You know, He'd do a few cool experiments. He teaches the kids how to make ice cream. He might make a baking soda volcano or like a potato battery sort of thing. But no, Metagross is absolutely just there to be edutainment because the parents are like super strict about that for whatever reason. They didn't think the kid and the kid's friends just hate this party. The kid himself might like it. The kid might like, oh, I actually really like science. This is interesting to me. But the kid's friends are just hating it. Absolutely hating it. Oh my god. But no, how about Gardevoir? Gardevoir is another one that belongs to its own tier, I think. Gardevoir is absolutely something else. Hold on here. Change the color. Let's see now. Lunatone and Solrock Edutainment. Yeah. Yeah. I feel, yeah, Lunatone and Solrock would also be in here. But like Lunatone and Solrock would be a science duo and they would only do cool experiments. So they would be doing like they would bring like their own homemade rockets with them, I feel like. Like kids were launching this rocket up into space, up into the atmosphere today, and you guys get to help us build it. And they would be doing this super cool experiment with the kids. They would put a GoPro on the rocket so the kids could watch as the rocket actually launches up. Oh my god, they would love it. And they'd even teach the kids how to make like soda bottle rockets or something like that. They're just an absolute wondrous power couple duo. This gay, lovely, science-loving power couple just teaching kids the joys of science in a way that they just absolutely fuck with. You know, she's psyching something the kids float. Yeah, that as well. Like, oh hey, well take a little break now, and then just float the kids up with their psychic powers, and the kids are absolutely loving it. And like, yeah, this is what zero gravity is like. And they would just do a little cool gravity stuff. Like, okay, guys, this is the gravity on the moon. This is gravity on the rock on Mars. This is what gravity would feel like on Jupiter. And then the kids are like feeling really heavy. They wouldn't do it enough to where the kids get crushed, but they make the kids feel heavy. It's like, oh no, it's hard for us to move. Absolutely, the kids absolutely love this too. Metagross is just yes, yes, my two agendered power couple rock people who just love science and love kids and love explaining science to kids. That is what these two are. That is what Lunatone and Solrock are. They are absolutely a power couple, a science power couple. But no, who's next? Who's next then? Gardevoir, right? I want the Gardevoir. Gardevoir, Gardevoir is the mom. Is the mom. Gardevoir just is the mom who hires entertainment. She's just the mom. She is just the mom, and you know she can still be cool entertainment, but like I feel like she's the one who calls everyone else. You know, she just does. She let the kids have their own fun while she's cooking food, making sure the kids aren't hurting themselves. The Oscar entertainment. Nah, I don't really think so. Just because Deoxys is an alien doesn't mean they're smart. You know? Deoxys would be the kind of person who the kids love them, but the parents don't. Again, it's much like Milotic. They're just expensive. They're just very, very expensive. And not even like in a Milotic, oh, it's just a super kind. No, it's just Deoxys is super flexible. They are super, super flexible, and they only take like two parties a month, if that. So you need to be super lucky in order to get Deoxys into your kid's birthday party. You have to be super lucky. You have and their bookings go out fast at the same. Put my Lod and Artaria and the Latias in the mom tier. Nah, my Lod's an actual entertainment. Latias though, yeah, Latias is the mom. Latias is also the mom, but she's the fun mom. She's the one who will let the kids ride on her, but she's still the mom. She's still the mom. Sneaky Tat, my cat, is trying to attack chat once again. She's trying to rub up on chat. Please don't turn off my monitor. I was telling you what else could go in the mom tier. Medicham, maybe. Latios, no. Latios is something else. Latios is something else in my opinion. Yeah, my Sneak Attack is my cat. She's just attacking my third monitor, which is on my desk. It's where you guys are living right now. That's where you guys are living right now. Latios. No, I got it. 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 Oh, I got it. Drill. Latios is grilling. Latios is grilling. He doesn't doing any entertainment. He's the one grilling at the kid's birthday party. He's there chatting with the other dads. The other dads are just grilling with them. He's just grilling. Him and Torkoal, yes, him and Torkoal are just grilling on at with the other dads. That is what they're doing. That is what they're doing. 100%. That is what they're doing. Do you and do you? So we have some different colors up in here. Torkoal and Latios are grilling. That is what they're doing. That is absolutely what they're doing. And they're grilling really good too. Torkoal is the grill. Yes, Torkoal is the grill. Latios is done talking. Latios is doing the cooking. It's Latios, you know, Latios is, I feel like Latios and Latios are like they're both Arrow Ace, but like they still have a kid together because they wanted the kid. They wanted to raise the kid together. They're just best friends who want to have a little guy to run around with. They aren't even they're the ultimate power dude. They're the ultimate Arrow Ace power couple who just decided to adopt the kid together. They're legally married technically, but only for detached benefits and so they can adopt the kid easier. That is what they are. Latias is the one mostly doing the breadwinning. Latios is the one mostly doing the breadwinning. Latios stays at home and raises the kid and just does only grills. He only ever grills, but he does some bomb ass steaks and hot dogs and burgers. He's just absolutely killing it on the grill. Oh my god. What about Claydol? I feel like Claydol. Grills are like the best. They are the best, and he is the best griller. I mean, he can flip all the burgers at once with his psychic powers. But no, Claydol. I feel like Claydol's another one who the parents thought would be good. You know, he has a good resume. He has some good things, but like the kids are just kind of scared of this multi-eyed thing that just floats around wordlessly. But like the kids would quickly warm up to him. I feel like the kids would quickly warm up to him as he just floats them around with psychic powers and just tells them really ancient stories about really funny ancient stories about like Roman or Greek mythology or some Mesopotamian history that's super interesting to the kids somehow. Mind some Torkoal grilled burgers made by Latios? Exactly. That does sound like heaven to me as well. Just oh my god. And he wouldn't even mind. Latios would absolutely have like multiple different burgers. Like, oh yeah, here's your vegan burgers, dude. You know, he would absolutely accommodate you. Here's your grilled leeks. He would make them fire as well. He could take anything that he's never done before and make it perfectly the first time around. Every single time. And Torkoal's just there being a really good grill. He's giving them advice. He's giving the other dads, you know, like, oh yeah, this is the temperature you want to do if you want to make the perfect well done burger. That is what Torkoal's doing. Absolutely. That's absolutely what they're doing. But no, Claydol is just kind of there, unfortunately. Claydol's the wise side goes, ah, yes, I remember that time when this AZ fired the ultimate weapon. Truly a time to remember. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like you go either way. It depends on the Claydol you get. Some of them are going to tell really interesting stories, and then other times they're just going to be Claydol recounting the war, and the kids are just traumatized and horrified at the stories he has to tell. Absolutely. Alright then. Just absolutely horrified. Alright. Pelipper. What about Pelipper now? What would Pelipper be? I actually don't know about Pelipper. Pelipper's just kind of there. I feel like Pelipper would just do the jobs without any real issues. You know, he'd carry like a kid around in his little beak. They would be fun. Like there's just nothing stand out about them in my opinion. They would make it rain. They would do some cool water stuff. They would fly the kids around. Have you seen that one Tumblr post? Which one? I don't really use Tumblr, so there are many Tumblr posts I have not seen. They would be fun for the kids, but Pelipper themselves isn't having fun. Oh my god, what is this? What is this now? Oh my god. Oh god. Pelican Malpurpose decided to put a baby to nap inside of. Oh my god. Yeah, you just put you just swaddle up your toddler in there, and the Pelp would just fly around, and the toddler's just having a blast. Absolutely having a blast. You the play doll just you kids have it easy. You need to learn to be a real fighter. Back in my day, we didn't just fight. Back in my day, we didn't have dark types to be afraid of. We just did psychic on everything, and everything went down. You kids have it too easy these days with your dark types and your steel types and your fairy types. Pelipper would be a little bit terrifying, but like, he doesn't mind. He's just there. Again, he's just there to get his paycheck. He's not really having fun, but the kids just love having him around. He's just absolutely fun. Oh my god. But no, the parents would be kind of scared at first with the baby in there, but the baby would be laughing as Pelipper flies around them. But Pelipper's just kind of internally sighing as he has to do this. He wanted to go be. I feel like Pelipper wanted to go be a doctor or something, or like a mailman even. But just this is what he fell into, unfortunately. This is just Pelipper Malpurpose size for baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please do not put a baby in the Pelipper, though. Pelipper does not consent to it whatsoever. Pelipper does not consent to it whatsoever. Oh my god. I have not taught this long in a while. What about Blaziken? I feel like Blaziken is a massive hit for kids. Blaziken just goes to the party and does a bunch of kung fu moves. Play fights with the kids, teach some really cool kung fu and karate moves, even some jujitsu moves, and the kids are just loving it. Blaziken is definitely the cool dad. He's definitely the cool dad. If he wasn't a children's entertainer, he would be over here in grilling. But no, he's over there doing flaming hot kits. He's play fighting with the kids. He's intentionally losing to them. He loses to the birthday child every single time. But like, you just absolutely love it. He loves seeing these kids smile and teach them about how to defend themselves with some fightings. If this is the version of Home and Mega Evolutions, Mega Blaziken would be even cooler. You're agreed. Mega Blaziken would be incredible with the kids. And they aren't even that expensive. They just do this on their free time because they're fun. They like, oh yeah, just pay for my food and transportation. I will go, and your kids will have a wonderful time every single time. It'd be wonderful. That kid would go to school the next day doing a bunch of cool karate moves. Camera, yes, you're right. Camera should also be in grill tier. Camera would definitely be would be the secondary grill to Torkoal. But like the kids would come up to him, it's like, Mr. Camera, then you erupted me, and the Camera's like, oh, yeah, no problem, little ones, and it's like Krakatoa, boom, and the kid's like, yeah, and Latios is over like, Camera, what did you do? You ruined the kebabs we were making. You ruined the kebabs, and Camera's like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. And he wouldn't even mind. Latios and Torko are cool with it, but like they're kind of annoyed. Just like those were some premium quality kebabs that were being made, and Camera just absolutely ruined them. But it was worth it to see the kids' smiles. That is absolutely what Camera would do, in my opinion. Oh no, you gotta take your time. Don't worry. Oh my god, but yeah, Camera absolutely in grill tier. Absolutely in grill tier. Alright then. Oh, fuck. Alright, what about Swampert? Swampert, I feel like, would also be a massive hit for the kids. Not only could they take, like, the entire group of kids on his back into, like, whatever water source they have, but, like, his back is a slide. His whole back, from his head to his tail, and Latios floats in and sees the Grill Tears antics. Grill Tears is where all the fun dads are. That's just where all the fun dads are. Everyone else is in actively hates the kids and ruins the party. And only Latios, yeah. That's just how their dynamic is. That's how Latios and Latios dynamic is. It's like, Latios, what are you doing? Don't you know that's dangerous to have a volcano erupt near these 8-year-olds? And Latios like, but, Latios, it wasn't my fault. It was Camera. The camera was just over there playing with the kids, headbutting them. With just like a bunch of burnt kebabs and steaks on his back. Just every single time. Camera does not give a shit. It was fun. It was absolutely fun. Camera up and Latios is just kind of well, she's just kind of grilling him for fun. See, get it? But absolutely, that's just how their dynamic goes. When you've been best friends since childhood, that's just how the dynamic goes. But no, I get it. Yeah, definitely. All right then. No, Swampert is just he's just a portable slide. He's super strong. He can carry the entire group of kids on his arms, on his back, go super fast while not being fast enough to really bother the parents too much. I feel like they're like, oh look, they're having fun swimming. He would teach the kids who don't know how to swim how to swim. I feel like, and he would play a mean game of Marco Polo, just absolutely a mean game of Marco Polo with the kids. Swamper's a bit chill guy with Mega Evolution, even better. Exactly. With his Mega Evolution, he just pits up the parents too. He pits up everyone. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Alright then. Oh fuck. Ah, my chest. On top of that, I feel like Ninja should also be another massive with the kids. Everyone gets a swamp tour. Exactly. He just brings them to his local swamp and just gives them the whole rundown. It's great. No, Ninja should also be a massive hit with the kids. Mostly because of just how fast he is. I feel like he would be really fun to play tag with. It's like, oh, you can't catch me, you can't catch me. Just always slightly out of reach with the kids and just loving chasing him. Everyone gets a swamp tour. Everyone gets a swamp tour. Even Ninjas gets a swamp tour. Everyone gets that swamp tour. Oh my god, but no. So Ninjas, absolutely not a massive hit with the kids. He loves being chased around with them. He loves playing tag with them. He would play capture the flag with the kids, or even just like flag football or something with them. And he would just have a good time with the kids. And those kids will have a great time with him. That's just how it is. Lainundo! I don't know about Lainoon. While on the swamp, they play tag with Ninjas. Exactly. Swampert is just the ultimate Uber. He's just a full school bus by himself. He's just a full school bus by himself. I feel like Altaria is another mom. Altaria is just like she's the one who has all the infants and like really small toddlers with her, and they're all just napping on her clouds. And she's super protective of them. You know, if any of the kids want to have a nap, they're like, "Oh yes, sweetie, just come into my clouds. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get nice and comfy." Linoon has also played Type Ninjas. Yeah, I feel like Linoon and Ninjas are just like two pairs, or just another pair. It's just like an unlikely pair, but still a pair nonetheless. Right? And they would be playing tag or football with the kids, and they would be absolutely loving it. That's just how it is. That's just how it is for them. They love playing tag with the kids. I feel like they'd be a little expensive though. Maybe not as expensive as like Miladic or even fucking Deoxys. But like, you know, like $100-ish an hour. That's just because of how much food they need. Altaria to be a little... I really don't think so. Altaria looks super fluffy. I would love to just sleep on top of Altaria. Her clouds look super, super comfortable. And you know, just the other moms just put their infants with Altaria, and they can trust that she could take care of them. You know, just like she's so soothing. She's giving them a soothing melody, a nice little lullaby for the kids. You know, and they're just having a nice little nap time on top of her clouds, just with the little ones. You know. All right then. Oh my god, it's already been an hour. And I'm barely halfway through. Yeah. What about Love This? Love This actively hates kids. Actively hates kids just because it just hates kids. She just hates kids. She doesn't even show up to the party. She just actively refuses to have anything to do with kids, in my opinion. Because like she just made fun of all the time because of how weak she is. And you know, she could barely exist outside of a pond. And she can't even do anything for the kids. But like, if you force her to go to a birthday party, she's gonna hate it there. She's gonna fucking hate it there. She can't do her quiet activities. She just wants to do her diamond art. She just wants to read her crappy romance novels. She just wants to see quietly at Small Dawn, calling her an absolute train wreck of a Pokemon. You know, that's all she wants to do. She just wants to do it quietly in her own house. She doesn't want to have anything to do with kids, and I can't really blame her. If you force her to go to the party, she's just gonna sit there and sulk. Yeah, definitely. Altaria's the babysitter for the kids who just aren't quite old enough to go hang out with Swampert, unfortunately. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is definitely what it is. But like the babies can't really go to the swamp. The 2-year-olds can't really go to the swamp, so they're just chilling out with Altaria. But no, Love This just hates kids. She just hates kids with all her heart and just doesn't want to go to the party. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna make a new tier list just just for Love This. Just like refuses to go. Just to go to the party. They might step on something. I mean, yeah, fair enough, they might. They might at the swamp, but like Swampert's there. Swampert's protecting them. Swampert knows where it's safe to step and where it's not safe to step, you know? That's just how he is. That's just absolutely how he is. But no, but Love This just refuses to go to the party in the first place. That's just what she does. She just refuses to go. It's not even her fault. She just doesn't like kids. She just doesn't like kids. She just doesn't like kids. Yeah, put Zangoose in that tier and Sheninja. Sheninja definitely. Sheninja definitely just refuses to go. Not because he hates kids, but it's like a safety concern. I think one of the Pokédex entries states that if you look into the hole in its back, your soul gets ripped out. So just for safety concerns, Sheninja just doesn't go to the kids' birthday parties. And it's not like he doesn't want to. Zangoose would be fine. Zangoose would be fine. But Sheninja definitely, for the kids' safety, doesn't go to the party. Sheninja doesn't go to the party at all. Zangoose, though, I feel like Zangoose is another one where the kids love them, but the parents don't. Mostly because of the same reasons that Sharpedo and Sceptile are. But like he doesn't have any filter at all. He actively curses people out, and he has a temper. He has a temper. He has a major temper as well. So, and he will, if you piss him off enough, no, and then no party tier, I think. No. I think they're the legendaries who go to the party. Some of them might not be good at the party, but like, it's not a much, they're still gonna go if they're invited or if they're hired to go. You know? Oh my god, alright. But no, so Zangoose goes, but like, he gets into fights with the parents all the time. Not physical altercations. He doesn't do that around the kids, but like he gets into verbal arguments with the kids about like, oh, these are the terms of our contract. This is what you're supposed to pay me. And the parents are like, no, we're only paying you this much. And it's a whole thing. He doesn't try to ruin the party with the kids. He still makes sure that the kids have a good time no matter what he's paid. It's like he knows it's not the kids' fault that the parents are being stingy or assholes or being drunk or anything like that. But if Zangers finds out that you're a child abuser, though, oh my god, the police Officer Jenny won't be able to do anything because that person is leaving in a body bag. Zangers would see a kid getting bullied, cuss out the bully, and then threatens the bully thoroughly, but accidentally traumatizes them, also saving them. Exactly, yes. Zangers doesn't tolerate bullying in any regard. He has a temper. He will use that temper. He loves kids, but he's very, very protective of them. A little too protective, really. So you gotta be careful around Zangoose. You gotta be careful. He's gonna make sure those kids have a great time with like balloons and juggling them around and everything. But like Zangoose, just gotta be careful. he will curse you out. He will threaten you. He will stop bullying forcibly if he has to. That's just how he operates. He hates bullying with a passion. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Hariyama, I feel like would be another massive hit for the kids. He's like a Zangoose without a temper. He's massively intimidating. He can juggle the kids around so much. The kids love him. They love climbing on him. They love playing patty cake with him even. He also attached to one kid too. Definitely, Hariyama's the exact same way. He doesn't tolerate bullying at all. He doesn't even care what he's paid. But like, oh my god, if you bully someone right there, you make another kid cry right there, Hariyama will just stand above you. Absolutely just stand above you and just look at you. He won't say a word, but he'll just give you that look, and you'll just sulk into a dark corner, just disappointed in yourself that you made him furious. But no, and Hariyama will protect the one kid. Most likely the birthday kid, but he will definitely protect the one kid. And oh my god, don't bring up Hariyama's past though, because oh my god, as the Maku kid, he got made fun of super hard as a Maku kid. It's like the fat kid in elementary school or middle school, and then he shapes up super hard because he gets into wrestling in high school and college. He'll visit Lily's house to see the kid, ask the game playing. They say yes, we'll actively hunt them down. Yeah, that's what Zangoose does. Like I said, Hariyama's just a more calm, it's just a calmer Zangoose. Probably hang out and do some rest. Are you planning to have the VOD posted? Oh, definitely. I might just upload this entire thing to YouTube and I'll just send you guys the link just so, because I am preserving this. This is grade A content. I might even make a video about this. Just edit down all the ahs and ums and shit, and make a cool little video out of this. I might do that later. I'll see you then. All right, Epi. Thank you so much for the raid again. I appreciate it. All right, peace, dude. All right then. But no, Hariyama's just a better version of Zangoose. Alright. What about Plusu and Minoon? What about Plusu and Minoon? Oh my god, okay. So Plusu and Minoon are definitely the kind of person where the act is going great until they accidentally hurt someone. Yeah, Plusu and Minoon, and they're another pair. This is a sibling pair this time. They're like the cheerleaders. Yes, they will accidentally hurt themselves though. I feel like they would accidentally shot someone. Probably not a kid. Hopefully not a kid. They're cheap because they're small and have fun with the kids. Yeah, they're great. They're having fun. Unfortunately, they are a little clumsy. They're a little inexperienced as well. So they're gonna hurt someone. They're gonna hurt a parent though. They're going to avoid hurting kids at all costs. But a dad or a mom or someone else is not leaving that party without getting shocked at least once. A stray lightning bolt's gonna hit them and they're gonna fly. And plus, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We're so sorry for hurting you. And it won't cause any permanent damage. It's going to knock them off their feet. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt like hell, but it won't cause any permanent damage. And they're just out of commission. Oh, shit. No, I don't want to turn on carrot browsing. But no. Alright, but no. They're going to just absolutely just knock them on their feet for the rest of the party. And they don't have to sit down or like the host's couch or something while I was floats in the house, lightly singe on the wingtips. Exactly. You know, if they accidentally attack, you know, the dads or the moms, they'll be fine. But if they attack one of the normal human parents, they're knocked out for the rest of the party. Just, it sucks for them, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you're just inexperienced. These guys have only done like 2 or 3 parties before. They're still learning. They're still learning. They're still learning from their master Manectric, who is also in this tier, mostly because they Tortoise had a single steamy tier. Exactly. You know, Manectric is like a master to these two. Like, oh, they're teaching Plusu and Minoon how to be a children's container. Unfortunately, Manectric is also not that good, and they also hurt someone. Well, unfortunately, this one is a little bit more serious, so they try to be a bit more careful. They don't hurt someone as often as these two, but when they do, Oh my god, that person's going to the hospital every single time. Every single time. Claydol is perfectly fine. However, Nope says nothing. Yeah, Claydol doesn't give a shit at all. But no, Manatra just like it's just a very poor teacher. They're just a very, very poor teacher. Alright. Alright. Who's next? I feel like Grumpig would be in the edutainment tier again. But like they're just doing normal science projects. They're just doing, here's a potato battery, here's a baking soda volcano, here's how to make ice cream in a bag. Just normal stuff. And the kids are fine with that. He's fine with that. It's all very wholesome. Nothing too extravagant though, in my opinion. Just like that's just how Grumpig rolls. That's how I feel like Grumpig is. He's never been too distinguished. He's fine. He's always just done what he's supposed to do. And he's good at what he does. Maybe biology, maybe a bit of biology in there, maybe a bit of actual science facts, but he's not super into it. He's not super into the entertainment aspect like the power couple, Lunatone and Solrock. But he's not into the super sciencey details like Metagross is, unfortunately. Latios plus minor, but hits my miniature closely the grill for the day. Not a little bit more cooked than Ram. So, poor Latios. Just like if you make Latios put away the grill, you messed up bad time. Oh my god! All right then. I've been yapping for over an hour now. Oh my god. I never yapped this long. Oh my god. But no, so Grumpat's just kind of there. He's just kind of there. He does the science experiments and then he leaves. The kids are happy, but like it's not a lasting memory for them. They care more about like, the presents or the bounce house or something like that, or the surprise visit from Pelipper. Pelipper, yo. Pelipper would be more exciting than Grumpig. Definitely more exciting than Grumpig, in my opinion. All right then. Delcatty. Delcatty is another mom. Delcatty is 100% another mom. But, like, she's a mean mom, I feel like. She's just criticizing everyone there. Like, oh, plus one Minun, why did you hurt my husband, huh? How dare you hurt my husband? Mean and lazy, exactly. She's not helping clean. She's not helping set up party favors. She's not doing anything. She's there posting minion memes on Facebook about, like, inspirational quotes that her Skitty posted said that aren't even real. No. Delcatty's a mean bitch. She's absolutely just like, she's a Facebook mom. She's a Facebook mom. That's how bad she is. That's why she's low. That's why she's the lowest on here. Ladia should actually be higher than Gardevoir, in my opinion. Yeah, there we go. Do that. Mean due to irregular sleep patterns. Yeah. Delcatty definitely has insomnia, but like she's on Facebook 24/7, posting minion memes, posting like weird conspiracy leftist memes. She's firmly in the left, but like she's that weird set of left where it's like if you weren't looking close enough, you would think they were on the right. It's just all that all the time. That's just how Delcatty is. She's not doing anything. She's not helping out. She kind of just drives up, plots her city down, and then plops herself over by a pool table or something like that. Basically just why her sleep schedule is non-existent. Exactly. She's constantly scrolling it all the time. And her husband's just like, sweetie, you should get to sleep. It's like, don't you tell me what to do, bitch. I can do what I want. Don't you heard of women's rights? And then goes back to scrolling on Facebook, and her husband just sighs to himself and turns off his lamp and goes to sleep himself. Yeah, she can be nice if you get her away from her phone for long enough. She reverts back to like a nice, sweet older sister type. And she definitely has to have enough sleep for that. But like most of the time, she's just scrolling on her phone. She unironically lights the AI memes, the AI photos that people send her, and she'll show them to her kids. And kids like, Mom, please, you're embarrassing me at this party. That's not a real image. That's not a real image. You can't grow cats from flowers. You can't grow cat-shaped flowers. You just can't, Mom. Please stop. That's just how Delcatty is. She's just completely illiterate. She just loves that shit. Oh my god. Alright. All right, just give me a second here, guys. My voice is, oh my god. I will be right back. Give me like 3 minutes, guys. I'm gonna get myself some more water. I will be right back. Oh my god, I need to take I need to do my voice a little bit. I will be right back. All right, yeah, please. I'll be right back. All right then, we are back now. Oh my god, thank you guys for that. I appreciate the little break you guys afforded me. Oh no, all right then. What were we doing? What were we back to? I guess we're doing Beautify now. Hello, oh, I'm back now. I got my water. Well, Kool-Aid technically. Ah, that definitely helps out. That definitely helps out. Absol is a tired dad, always predicting disaster because his wife is showing her kids AI memes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like Absol's also on the grill. Like he's not actually grilling. He's not actually grilling. He's just there watching Latios grill on top of Torkoal on camera, and he's just giving input. Like, oh yeah, he's like that one family guy. He's like that one family that I see where Peter's just judging Joe's grilling techniques. Like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. Just absolutely loving it. Just doing small talk with the other dads. You know. I love how the grill tier has kind of become the dad tier unofficially. So we're just gonna do this. Oh, dads, just the dads tier. Wasted just grill. It's like I release him for some piece of quiet. Yeah, he'll grill occasionally, but like if Latios is grilling, he doesn't even touch the grill. It's like Latios knows what he's doing. I'm not gonna ruin that. He can do okay burgers, he can do okay hot dogs, but he ruins steaks, he ruins kebabs, and you can't grill a vegetable to save his life whatsoever. You know? Just absolutely not. That's just how he is. He just only does burgers and he only does burgers and hot dogs, and that's all he knows how to grill. But it's fine because Latios is there to save the day. All right then. What about Beautifly? What about Beautifly? What about Beautifly? Beautifly. I feel like Beautify is just another one just does their job on real issues. They're there to do more entertainment. We build some lore for this stuff. This is all my Pokemon. This is all my headcanons. You know, this is all my headcanon for these Pokemon. This is how I view these Pokemon in real life. I love Gen 3. Gen 3 is part of my favorite generation of Pokemon. I love every single one of these bastards. Even the Facebook mom who shows off their AI memes. Level with tears level. Exactly. Exactly. I was inspired to do this because I was watching Big Yellow recently, and she was doing this stuff. She was doing this kind of stuff. She ranked the video that specifically inspired me to do this is Big Yellow's which Gen 1 UU Pokemon make the best social drinker. It's like how many couples and entertainers so far. So many couples, so many couples. Lunatone and Solrock couple. Latios and Latias are a power duo. They aren't a couple, but they are a power duo. Plusle and Minun are another duo. They're siblings. I feel like Absol and Delcatty are married. Oh, but yeah, I love her Lego video. Yes. So, Epi, go to sleep. Go to sleep, Epi. I swear to God. Or keep watching me. Give me the engagement. I don't care. I'm not your dad. I'm not your real dad. At least not yet. But no, Absol and Delcatty are absolutely married. And just Absol's just sick to Delcatty's Facebook obsession. He was obsessed with Facebook a long time ago. Back when it was actually cool to have a Facebook account. I have work to do for myself. See, before generation change will probably scare the kids at first just to his appearance. It's not even 1 a.m. It'd be 1 a.m. in 12 minutes, Epi. It's gonna be 1 a.m. in 12 minutes. No, Absol Delcatty got together after meeting on Facebook, but Absol grew out of Facebook once it became infested with boomer memes and right-wing propaganda. Now for me, I always give all Pokemon catch names. I go attach them and give them lore. Yeah, be 11 p.m. in 12 minutes. Oh damn. Where are you? I think that's like West Coast. Then you're on the West Coast of the U.S. Please don't dox yourself in my chat, but I think you're somewhere in the West Coast. If I remember my time zones correctly. Canada? Yes, I love Canada has its own one time zone. That time where it's definitely up there in the north. Yes, West Coast. Planets 1, take a shower. 2, record a view. Mind you, go to sleep around 2:30. Okay. West Coast of Canada. Okay, I see. Okay. But no, Absol, Delcatty married. Absol got out of his Facebook phase a long time ago. Delcatty never got out of her Facebook phase. And it just sucks. It's put a strain on the relationship. Absolutely just put a strain in the relationship. What about Dust Tots? Dust Tots refuses to go to party. Dust Tots would absolutely refuse to go to party because they're just toxic, and they know it. And they know if they go to the party, they're going to say something wrong to a kid and they're going to get punched out, and they don't feel like getting punched today. So they're like, no, I'm not going. If I go, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something mean. My Lotta deals with the girls, Sharpedo with the boys, but then who deals with the NB kids, though? Who deals with the NBs? I know who deals with the NBs. Nosepass deals with the NBs. Nosepass deals with the NBs. That's what Nosepass does. I don't know why, but like I resonate a lot with Nosepass. They go wherever. Nosepass I resonate a lot with Nosepass. I don't know why. I feel like Nosepass just like they take only the trans kids and the NB kids, all the queer kids, and he just gives them a wonderful time. Just absolutely affirming care. Nosepass is a vibe. They are a vibe. Look at them. They are such a vibe. They are literally just the Moai statue. They're just literally just the Moai statue. Because you deal with the queer kids? Yeah, fair enough. I deal with the queer kids as well, so. Yeah, they're just a vibe. Nosepass uses he's a pronoun, so they know what it's like to be misgendered a lot. So he wants to make sure that the kids get what they need, especially if they aren't getting it from the parents. Nosepass is the kind of person that a kid would say, "Mr. Nosepass, I think I'm trans," and the Nosepass would be like, "Well, what are your pronouns, kid? That way I could correct myself." That's just what Nosepass does. Absolutely wonderful with queer kids. Makes them feel safe and heard and supported and loved, and it's great. Absolutely great. Shiftry, though, Shifttree's the opposite. Shiftry is the opposite. Shiftry is a right winger, in my opinion. You just look at him and you could tell that this guy has Trump stickers on his car. That's how I see Shiftry. You just look at him and it's like, yeah, Shiftry would intentionally, like, why Shiftry would go to the party, see that a little girl opens up like a G.I. Joe action figure, and swat it out of hands like, no, little girls need to play with Barbies. How dare you play with your G.I. Joe? Just that kind of person. And just the worst kind of entertainment too. He would do like boring wind shows with like balloons and fans and stuff. Sableye goes to kids' parties and nerd off about rots. So technically an edutainer, but only rots. Yes, he would. But like he would have a super cool rock collection though. He would have a super cool rock collection. The kid's like, oh my god, is that Tiger's Eye Amethyst? And like, yes, and he just says off so many fun facts about the rots. Sableye is Gremlin, exactly. He has Gremlin energy too. He would organize an entire scavenger hunt with the kids and the parents, and whoever won got to keep all the gems that they found. And Sableye doesn't care. He has so many of them. He's like, yeah, I'm just giving these things away. Have a full diamond, child. Definitely. He just measured it all. It's like, here's my big ruby. Let's talk about my big ruby. Please, let's demonstrate how we can use this ruby to make a giant ass laser, you know? And he's just loving him. He also knows about the spots my heart and only plays his casting classes. Sableye is definitely the kind of player who only ever plays Warlock. Purely because those are the best characters to roleplay as in D&D, in my opinion. Because they give you so many roleplaying opportunities with your patrons. That's just how he is. He only ever plays Warlock. He is the superness Warlock. Definitely. He homebrews his own variant of Warlock that's weaker than the main one, than the official vanilla one, purely because he wanted the class that he could roleplay better in. It's like less spell slots, less abilities, less he can't use Eldritch Blast. But like he doesn't care. He's like, this is great. I love making lore for this character. Why can't this warlord cast Eldritch Blast? We don't know. We do not know. Oh my god, my jaw. And I have some decent lore for my monk. Well, I have lore for all my characters I play in D&D, but I don't get to play D&D enough. I need to play more of it. You know? Oh my god, I don't think I'll be able to get through this tonight because my jaw is starting to hurt like hell because all this yapping I've been doing. But we'll at least try to get through the legendaries. We're gonna try to get through the legendaries right now. Groudon and Kyogre, kids love them, but the parents don't. Because of the property damage. That's mostly why the parents don't love them. They just love them because they're big and strong and imposing, and they make the weather change. You know, do like all this sort of stuff. But the kids are just like, but the parents are like, oh my god, Groudon, what did you do? Why did you use Earthquake to my house? I wasn't done paying the lease off! Groudon, what have you done? Kyogre, why did you flood my backyard? My main OC Kanata has won the Regieleki among the rest of their whole team. Oh damn. Did you give them a choice scarf of agility though? That's what you need to do. To show up to the same party, the party just ruin the Rayquaza has to come make them stop. Exactly. Rayquaza is definitely up here with a massive with the kids. Just like, it's a big fucking dragon, dude. Rayquaza is just a big fucking dragon. No, I don't think these two are a duo. These two are rivals. These two are absolutely rivals. They would show up to the same party, and they would just fight. That'd be another reason why the parents hate them, and why their property is probably ruined. They would go to the same party because parents would think that they're a duo. Okay, Epi, good night now. If I see you in here again, I'm timing you out. Mark my words, you need to go to sleep. Please go to sleep. Have a good night, Epi, alright? Peace, dude. Alright then, but no. People think Groudon and Kyogre are a duo, and they sometimes advertise together. I'm doing work today, but yes. Okay, finish your work and then go to sleep. If I see you in here again, I'm temporarily timing you out, so you have no choice but to go finish your work. That is our agreement. The contract has been sealed. If you don't, you lose your second-born child. And I'm not doing free babysitting service for this one. I'm only taking them for 3 days. My AU for legendaries is that you can't catch them, but you can befriend them and call upon you to help you in battle. Yeah, that's how I feel like legendary should work. Just like, canonically, there's only like one Groudon, one Kyogre, one Deoxys, one Rayquaza. But then you go to like VGC and everyone just has all the legendaries, you know? You just go out and everyone has a legendary. It just feels weird, you know? Feels absolutely weird. I just see there being multiples of like Mew or maybe even Celebi, because Celebi time travels and Mew is just like a really, really rare Pokemon. VGC isn't canon. It's canon to me. It's canon to me. You know? Ah, alright. Now let's try to do the rest of the legendaries for the night. Alright, so we have Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. I have a Celebi named Islets. Ooh, that's a good name. That is a good name for a Celebi, like the Islets forest that's found in. Oh, that's a really good name. Let's see now. Registeel on the grill. He gives dad vibes to me. I don't know why Registeel gives dad vibes to me, but like he gives major dad vibes to me, and he's grilling with Latios. I feel like he and Latios were college buddies. They were college roommates, and Registeel is the reason why Latios got into grilling so much, because Registeel can't grill at all, and Latios like, watch me do this, and he got super into grilling after that, as he just wanted to show off to Registeel. And Registeel just loves it. They have a nice friendly rivalry going where it's like, oh, Registeel's really good at baking and drink mixing, while Latios is the one doing all the good grills. The full team is Shiny Mega Charizard X, Tangrowth, Gyarados, Mismagius, Nihilego, and Regieleki. Okay. I don't particularly like Nihilego, unfortunately. Mostly because I don't like Sun and Moon. Yeah, go ahead and share yourself insert comms. I need to share them. I'll go ahead and share mine. My personal self-insert comp is Sceptile, because I like his speed and agility, and he's one of my favorite starters of all time. Honchkrow, which is another one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and I feel like Honchkrow will be the boss of my team, like the mafia boss, just giving out orders to everyone. Gardevoir, which is another one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Whisk the Chandelier. Okay. Okay. I'll let you do that while I figure out where Regice wants to go. Where would Regice go? Alright, Regice. I just had an awful idea. I'm sorry, Regice, but I gotta have to do this. Hold on. I gotta have to do this. Hold on. It's keeping the food cold. Keeping the food cold. I'm sorry, Regice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Regice, but that's what you're doing. That is what you're doing. You're keeping the food cold. Regice for Ice Skate. Alright, so we got Wish the Chandelier, Current the Electros, Jade the Relentless, Regice for Ice Skating. Regice is just there holding the frozen states of burgers, just saying nothing, just keeping the food cold. They are the ultimate cooler. They are the ultimate cooler. Up there, look, Laylee. Up there, Laylee. Laylee and Regice are the ones keeping the food cold. I kind of like how this tier list devolved from children's entertainers to just like people at a child's birthday party. Regice is the anti-grill. Regice is the one keeping everyone's science ice cream cold. You know, the kids make their ice cream in the little bags with the help of Solrock and Lunatone and Sableye and Grumpig, and they're just keeping them cold while they go and run around, open up presents, and then everyone just to eat their ice cream once stuff's frozen. Regice is definitely the anti-grill. That is how they work. They are 100% the anti-drill. Oh my god, that's how they work. Ah. And Reggie Roth, though, huh? How would Reggie Roth go? Where would Reggie Roth go? Reggie Roth wouldn't be in drill. Reggie Roth doesn't like drilling too much. I feel like Reggie Roth is another one where the parents thought to be cool. Like, they did them for like the big tough 15-year-old kid. But the kids are just terrified of him. Just gathering at the Lottie. Yeah, this is the Lotties just celebrating their kid's birthday party, and everyone's just gathered at the Dot's Levany. Oh, I love Levany. Levany is such a good Pokemon. I don't normally like Bud types, but Gen 5 had some really good Bud types. Scolipede and Levany are so good as Bud types. I love them. I don't know. I normally hate Bud type Pokemon. I don't like Bud type Pokemon generally. Oh, Thank you, spam. I need to get rid of you. Actually, no, you shouldn't have showed up. Thank you for the. Thank you, Autobot, for banning him, though. Appreciate. Or Seribot. Thank you, Seribot, for the ban of that spammer. Definitely. Yeah. You would just go start speaking in gibberish. You're going and the kids are like, "What the fuck is this guy saying? This is scary. We don't know what to do." And they're just freaking out. It's like, "Are we cussed out? Did we do something wrong?" And and meanwhile, Rich is like, "Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you." They're just terrified of him. Absolutely terrified of him. That's just how it goes, though. And it starts being Reggie Rock. Just no one can understand him. Only Reggie Rock and only Reggie Steel and Regice can understand them. And they don't say anything because they find it hilarious that no one can understand him. No one can understand. These Regice and Registeel can speak perfect English, but they just make fun of the fact that Reggie Rock refuses to learn for whatever reason. Alright then. Alright, I think I'm going to do one or two more, and then we're gonna head off tonight because it is getting late, and I would like to go to bed. I have a lot of plans for tomorrow, so we're gonna do like one or two more. I also may ship a few of my Pokemon OCs with my other Pokemon OCs. Yeah, I should start doing that too for like my trainers. So whenever I want to do like a randomized Nuzlocke or something. You're going to go to bed now, Click Cluck. Understandable. I'm just going to do one or two more, then I'm going to go to bed myself. Mostly we're going to do Spinda, who is definitely a massive hoop with the kids again. Mostly because they're just funny. They're the closest anagram to a clown. Yeah, absolutely. Good night, Clucky. Good night. Good night, dude. Go get some rest. I understand this is a late stream, but I appreciate you being here all the same, alright? Appreciate it. But no, Spinda, definitely up there. Definitely up there among the best. Probably not as good as everyone else. I feel like Harama, if we're gonna, I don't know if I want to make these ranked, but Jirachi's definitely up at the top. Followed by Blaziken, Ludicolo, Lanoon, and Swampert are a pair, and Ninjas all a pair. I feel like Harama would be better than them, though. Rayquaza would be the second best, but Spinda's like the worst of the best. Mostly just because of how funny they are. They're just tripping and falling, doing like a whole Bennett Hill hand. The kids are just having a wonderful time, just watching this clumsy panda bear just make an absolute fool of themselves. But he loves it. Spinda absolutely loves it. She absolutely loves making a fool of herself for these kids, you know? And she doesn't mind hurting herself a bit for that. And who else are we gonna do? Let us do Flydon. What is Flydon going to do? Actually, no. First, we're going to do... No, Wishcast is Light Slacked Off and Wailord. They're just sleeping the entire time. But, like, they're in the pool this time. So, like, they're just a really good, pool float for the kids. And he's just sleeping the entire time. Just, like, kind of staring off into space if he's not asleep. That's just what he's doing with the kids. And the kids are just loving him, just relaxing around. It's a nice, chill party for them. I ship Melantech and Hisui and Samurott, the most wholesome couple you get. Definitely. Hisui and Samurott, yeah, actually, yeah. Samurott would be like would think that my love type is like a princess he has to protect, he'd be like, my queen, my princess, allow me to protect you. My lodge is like, buddy, I just play one for kids. I'm not an actual princess. And Hisuian Samurai doesn't want to hear it. It's like, no, you're my princess. I must protect you. Allow me to be your knight. Bro is the knight in shining armor. Literally, he is her samurai. He's absolutely her samurai. You know? And my Lana is embarrassed by it, but like she loves that how sweet he's being towards her. And how protective of he is of her. Not in like a weird, creepy, overprotective way, but like he actually just protects her from the creepy dads who try to get too close to her. You know? It's super obvious that the dad of Melita denies it. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Samurai like, I must protect my my queen wife, and my law's like, wait, what? When was it decided we were married? It's like, my Lodic, my love. Did you not remember our wedding? It's like that weird thing we had the other week. What do you mean that was real? We're not actually married, right? It's like, yes, we are. We're married. Oh my god, yes, that is how they work. That's how they work off. And we're gonna do one more here. We're gonna do one more here, and then I'm gonna head off for the night. And it's gonna be Flygon. What another one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. Ah, all right. Flygon. Kids love them, but the parents don't. This is another one where they take a little too many kids that the parents aren't comfortable with on the bat to fly around at high speeds with. But Flygon. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Ah, we're good. We are good. We are good. We are good. All right then. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. You know, Flygon just takes a little too many, just bites off a little bit more than they can chew. Just a little bit more than they chew. It concerns the parents a lot. They're super worried. He's like, you signed the papers. What do you mean you don't remember? Exactly. And she knows she's actually in a relationship with him. She just doesn't want to admit it. She just loves messing with Samurott. He's like, Sam's like, my love, we have 3 kids together. What do you mean you don't remember when we got married? Oh my god. Ah, lore. So much lore. Oh my god, yes. We'll probably continue this another time, but Flygon just pits him up, just spits off more than what you can chew. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the tier list, guys. Oh my god, just over an hour of me yapping about the Pokemon. I fucking love this. Oh my god, this was great. I had so much fun doing this. But no, alright. Ah. Well, thank you. Can you define another time? Let's see now. I am gonna be live on Saturday night. I'm gonna be streaming with Doom Vader at that time, but we're gonna be playing a game called Children's Child Light. In that case, I will probably be live on Monday back with this, just to finish up this and maybe do another tier list. Definitely a shorter one this time. We're gonna do another one, but definitely shorter. We'll probably do like maybe we do like ranking all the regional forms of a Pokemon based on based on what kind of ice cream they would like or something like that. I have so much lore from Pokemon. Yeah, I love doing this. I love making lore for Pokemon as well. And I love doing it with an audience. I love having feedback on my weird lore. I was so scared I was gonna have to do this by myself, but no, I thank you guys so much for the help as well. Without shame, oh, you shouldn't be ashamed about making your lore. Absolutely, I share my lore all the time, and people seem to love it, and I love your shit. So you're absolutely fine, dude. Oh my god. I know. Let's go ahead and try to find someone to rate now, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Just try to find someone to rate out to. Let's see now. Who is streaming right now? What Pokemon do you want right now? Is anyone doing other good stuff? Everyone's just kind of doing just chatting stuff. Row the 500. Help me. Let's see now. Pokemon bot scene. Yeah. try to see if someone's streaming actual Pokemon stuff. Let's see now. Pokemon Emeralds. We're doing Gen 3 stuff. Let's see who's doing stuff. Alright then. Good normal. Too many Solians? Yeah. We're gonna bring you guys over to a Devasha Plays. Yeah, he's currently doing Solocks over there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it, alright? I will. So we're gonna go ahead and start up that raid. Actually, yeah.
Gardevoir only has a mega.
Yeah, perfect. But no, definitely come back here on Monday, guys. I will continue to assist. All right, you guys have a wonderful time now over at Devonshire Place. All right, peace.
Do you think my favorite Pokemon is Gardevoir?
Love Disc is ugly friend.
Ugly friend.
Ugly friend. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up.
Ooh, you got a raid.
True Briskin with a party of 5. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Welcome in, everyone. But also, why did you bring up Gardevoir?
Because you like Gardevoir.
My favorite Pokemon is Tauros.
I bet you anything, if we find a Tauros, it's going to be boring.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our favorite Pokemon are probably going to be boring.
Damn, we match? Oh, it's Lotad. Yeah, it's Grass Vibes. Hi, everybody. For those of you who may not know, I am DevChase Plays, shapeshifting rodeo clown. Interdimensional. Spacey.